Sir, are you ready? Your total is $10. The man says, my taxi, and runs toward the taxi. The boy sees an envelope on the bench that has some money in it. The boy says, I have to return this. I can't keep someone else's thing. He sees there's also a photo inside. The boy uses the photo to find the man's house. He rings the bell. A girl comes out and says, who are you? What are you doing here? The boy says, I came. The girl says, no, you don't need to explain. We don't accept charity. Goodbye. The boy says, no, listen, I came to meet your father. This is his photo. Is this your father? The girl grabs the photo and says, yes, this is my father. The father is watching from the window. The boy says, I need to return this thing. He left it when he was getting his shoes polished. He ran in a hurry and didn't notice. The girl says, really? My father didn't realize? Fine, I'll give it to him. Now go. Sometime later, the father asks the girl, daughter, who was it? Were you talking to someone? The girl says, it was a garbage boy. He said the timing has changed. The father says, strange. The timing has been the same for 20 years. Anyway, daughter, the money I had to pay the house installment is missing. Did you see it? The girl says, no, Dad, I never touch your things. Then the father says, what are you hiding behind you? The girl says, it's garbage, Dad. I was going to throw it out. The father says, give it to me. I'm going. I'll throw it on the way. The girl says, no, I'll throw it myself. There's a bit more left. The father leaves. As soon as he goes out, he finds the boy's shoe polish box. The boy is sitting there talking to himself. I'm so foolish. I left my shoe polish box. The man comes and says, here, your box. The man says, did you find some money here? The boy says, yes, I went and gave everything to your daughter. The man says, I still didn't get it. The boy says, she was your daughter, right? The man says, yes, one of my daughters died. They were twins. Then the boy says, what if I had stolen it? The man says, I've been watching you for a while. You are a good boy. Now come help me. I will give you money and a reward. Then a bank employee comes to the man's house and says, your father didn't pay the loan. We have to vacate the house. The girl says, you can't throw us out like this. The officer says, you're just a child. You don't understand anything. Your father's loan is unpaid. The house is ours now. The girl runs to her father and hugs him. The father says, what happened? The bank officer says, we're from the bank. We're taking over the house. The man says, I had the money, but I lost it. The officer says, now the time is over. The girl runs and brings the money from the house and gives it to the employee. The employee says, okay, only the interest is left. Promise you'll pay it soon. The girl says, Dad, forgive me. I hid that money. I just wanted your attention. The father says, come inside. I'll explain everything. Inside, the father says, daughter, this was all a lesson. I knew you had the money, but I had to do this for your better future. You don't have a mother or sister, but you have me. The girl says, Dad, I promise I won't make any more mistakes. And can we help that boy? The father says, of course. I'll arrange treatment for his father, and you will study. Remember, a pen weighs less than a hammer. Educate today's child so tomorrow's person doesn't need to be punished. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.